Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. How are we all going today? Are you here already? Morning, Havoc. Golden Jet Simulations. G'day, mate. How you doing? Try 5 Life. Welcome. Hope you are having a good afternoon, evening. Varnaman, hi. How are you? Nice to see you here. Scott. Hello, Scott. How are you, mate? Nice to see you. Who else have we got coming in? Brayden. How are you, mate? Nice to have you here. Right. Oh, that didn't seem right. What's going on here? Mighty Mike Farms, g'day mate, how you doing? Nice to have you. I'm having some game issues. It was fine last night when I tested it all before I went to bed. My controller battery is flat. That is not something I factored in. Alright, get that fixed. And reconnected. Alright, so anyhow, once that all catches up with itself, it's a good start. I'm not having my controller charged overnight. I'll get all the gremlins out of the way early. How's everyone anyhow? Hope you've had a good week, enjoying the end of it. Looking forward to your weekend. Right. Looks a bit better. Morning, John. Never remember the feed button for a dog. We need to do to feed the dog. R. Okay. Right, as you can see, I've made a couple of changes again. Got a new logging trailer on loan, so no lift on that one. And we've gone and bought a wheel loader. So I was having a look through the ones on Mod Hub, and NMC have done one. I actually didn't realise they'd done this. I can't remember seeing it being released, but thought it was something pretty cool, but different. So we've bought that. That's a permanent fixture on the farm. Got a, if we ever need it, I've got a high lift bucket over there, which will come in handy for things like the wood chips. But what have we got to do today? So I've got, if you remember from last live stream, we finished off cutting some trees down here to make field 62 bigger. So I plan on getting the logs picked up out of there, the stumps ground, and we'll get in and plough that and get 62 planted. I also want to go on to field 8, and we might go do this first. In fact, let's go over there. It's field 8. I'm going to get the plough out and make this a bit bigger. So there's a few bits and pieces. It's not a proper square field. I'm going to plough that piece up, plough that bit up, and I might plough up towards the road, and then keep this bit along here as grass. So that's kind of the plan. We'll get this done first, I think. Morning, Yako. How you doing, bud? Nice to see you this morning. We're having a nice afternoon in South Africa. I'm also thinking today might be a day to get some pigs as well, so might be something else we do. I'm good, thanks, mate. Just rolling into the weekend over here. Got our local farmers' field days are on this weekend. It's kind of for the region we have around us. So we're going to head off to that later this morning. Go for a wander around, have a look at what's on display. Kind of nice, just a nice outing for a couple of hours. Yeah, so we've got, what have we got planted so far? So field 63 there, got corn in it. 64's got sugar beets, and I'm going to put sugar beet in 62 as well. Got soybeans and wheat planted, and field 8's going to put corn in field 8 as well. So, yeah, I mean, obviously it's not going to be ready for a while, but I figured I might as well just go and buy some pig food so we can at least get some growing, because I mainly want the pigs so we can get the meat factory up and running. Morning, farm sim guy, or evening, afternoon, how are you, mate? Nice to see you here. This is the magical farm where everything's clean. You know, it's funny, I was actually wandering around my farm last night just getting things set up for today, and I thought I should actually clean some of my kit, and I haven't yet, so. Alright, how far down does it go? Head down towards, trying to get lined up with that end. Hope you're good, mate. Hope you are well. If you guys haven't checked out Farm Sim Guy's auto drive tutorial as a follow-up to my West Australia video, quite timely that we both did those, so go off and check it out if you want to learn how to use auto drive. It's a fantastic little tutorial on the basics, so no doubt there will be some follow-up videos from him in the future with some more detailed information on the other modes and things. I'm good, mate. I'm doing well. Looking forward to the weekend. Actually looking forward to, I'm off on, I think I told you, off on school camp with one of my sons next week too. So looking forward to a week away from work. A week away from the computer too, to be honest. Long lost one. Unless you look like Jason Statham as well, Yarko, there's no chance you're his twin. Almost as if we discussed it. I mean, I did know you were doing it, but I had I didn't know we were quite going to be as coordinated as it turned out. Good. What are you saying we didn't? We had talked, but we'd already planned to do what we were both doing before. So happy coincidence. Alright, just gonna run back down here and square this edge off a little bit better. Are you gonna be streaming later on? You can jump on Twitch today? Right, so the other thing I think we talked about last stream was coming up on 1 year anniversary for the channel since our first video. So that was on the 14th of April 2020. So we're just under a month away. And I think someone asked last time about having a camera. So I said if we got to 2,000 subs by the 1 year anniversary, we'd have a camera on stream. So you can all appreciate my ugly mug and draw conclusions whether I really do look like Danny DeVito or whether it's just rumours. So I think we've getting closer to 1800. Had some nice that West Australia map certainly And been nice, it's drawn in some more viewers, which is great. Oh, it's cool, Yukon, yeah. I'm gonna try and find some time that I can jump in there too. Unfortunately, today will not be that day, I don't think. At least not this morning. You certainly went wrong, Havoc. It is pretty cool. Some of the mods that are out there, while they might not be quite mod hub ready in terms of their polish and finesse, there's some pretty cool stuff people have gone. Afternoon, Polar Bear. Good morning for me, but afternoon for you. Hope you're well. Thank you for that, my friend. It was a challenge. It did, so I'll share with you guys because you're all friends in here. That took me about 3 goes to try and get it working in a way that looked like I knew what I was talking about. Bit of trial and error. But I got there eventually. So, and it was good to be able to get it to largely work. Those big fields, Courseplay seems to struggle with the pathfinding for the grain carts. Obviously the combines are easy. I could probably set up 8 combines going round and round that field with no major issues apart from avoiding each other. But certainly getting Courseplay to work with the grain carts was a little bit more of a challenge, but by the end of it, it all seemed to work well. We've already got over used up, I think, in the map tour I looked at the farm silos and they had a 1.5 million litre capacity. And I looked after I'd finished the video and they're already over a quarter full. So we're going to have to actually get into hauling grain down to the sell points with the auto drive course I've set up sooner than I expected. And that's only going around the headland once with the 3 combines. The old tribines, eh, Yako? Unless you know a friendly modder who's prepared to create one that's console compatible and works with all the licensing, or is a Lizard branded one, I suggest it might be quite a difficult task. However, speaking of consoles, it's exciting to obviously 1, see the Millennial Farmer map finally make it through for you guys, and 2, to see the news that MRG's looking at having a console map, and he's released an image which I shared on Discord, on my Facebook, and that he's planning on making a console map. So he can take his learnings he's made from the ones he's done already. That'll be fantastic. But looking forward to seeing that. Paul, hello, good morning, how are you, mate? Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be in this fine Friday. Friday for you, probably Saturday for me. Hope you're well, mate. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for joining the stream. So I have, just talking about the console, I have been toying with the idea of doing because I do have Farm Sim on PlayStation. It's where I started off playing. I had that before I got it on PC. I have been toying with the idea of doing a console specific series. So I'd be interested to hear. I just know from our Discord channel, I know how many of console based players we have in there. So it seems to be quite a high percentage. I thought that might appeal to some of you guys. So it'd be interesting to see what you think about that. If you had any suggestions of what you might want to see in a series if it was based on console. What type of play it might need to be. Nice, Paul. So countdown to the weekend then, eh? That's always the best part of a Friday. the West End dumped Havoc. If you watched my West Australia map, you might have seen those in the background. They are on one of the, what truck did I have them on? They were a 3-truck road train on the Peterbilt. So I've got the biggest capacity of those with 3 of them as a road train. Oh, I haven't looked at Mod Hub yet, Farm Sim Guy. Yeah, so I've got the West End ones, and then I've actually got a couple of trucks that I've found through another channel, Facebook group I'm a member of, which focuses a lot on trucking. It's actually a sort of New Zealand based one, and they mod a lot of vehicles to be similar to what we have in New Zealand. So they're pretty cool. I'll have to check those out. I mean, air bars on all the JDs, all the headers, pretty cool. Dare I ask, are they on console? It's incredible the number of like you guys all saying you're on Mac or PC and a console. It's incredible actually how many people have made the transition. It seems to be able to enjoy Farm Sim. Certainly seems to be a lot of players doing that. Well, that's nice. Sounds good. I will certainly be having a look at Mod Hub. I did open it up before I started streaming, but didn't get a chance to look at it on just on the website. Cool. Is that the, when you say the new belly dump polar bear, is that the Lizard branded one? The big logos on it? I don't know if you saw the modder. I think I saw him post somewhere that he did those as a joke, because I think he asked his community what they wanted to see on it, and someone said big Lizard logos. So that was all done as a little bit of a joke. Obviously you don't have to have them. It's nice to see some of the modders doing things like that, but like the hidden Transformers logo that was in the 82 Studios TLE. Yeah, so I have a few, if that's the one you're talking about, Polar Bear, then I have that set up as a 3-truck road train as well. One of the sell points on the West Australia map is undercover, and when I was testing out the tippers in them, they all tipped too high and clashed with the roof and sent the truck and trailers off into the wilderness somewhere. So I've got the belly dump just for that specific spot. Trey, how are you, mate? Nice to see you here. Welcome. Hope you're doing it well. Looking forward to your weekend. Let's get that little bit so I don't have to come back. Do you know how boring that would get, Havoc? It'd be, you're in a combine, you'd sit on cruise control. I think at one stage the field I was harvesting was, figured out it was 3 kilometers long. It takes about 20 minutes for a combine to do one length, so you'd be sitting there on cruise control, yeah, pipe out, unloading the whole time, running GPS. Just be sitting here chatting to you guys instead of doing any work. try. Is it still? I don't know. I'm not a Mac user, and actually, Farm Some Guy might be able to help. I think he might use Macs in his professional life. Is it still possible? You used to be able to install like a second operating system on a Mac and have a Windows-based operating system or Linux or something like that. Is it still possible to do that and run Windows-based programs on a Mac, or is it something that's editing that's quite graphics intense and processor hungry? Not the best thing to do. Yeah, you certainly wouldn't be bored running grain carts, that's for sure. Even though with those, those 60-ton Coleman ones I've got, which I think have the biggest capacity I can get in a grain cart, even those are, they're full in 3 loads from the X9s. Alright. I'll have a look into that, maybe try life and see if it'll work for you. It's the one reason I have steered clear of Apple. Have been a Samsung user as a smartphone since I had my first smartphone. So swear by Android. Enjoy the flexibility, and if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be able to run some dashboard. So. I remember it used to be quite almost, it's the best way to describe it, warfare between Android and Apple users, but that attitude seems to have died down a lot. So just getting back on a console-based series, those that are interested, what would you want to see on it? Would you want it to be a Let's Play type thing, where we start off with a farm, limited funds, limited equipment, and build it up? Seasons, precision farming? What are your thoughts on what you'd like to see with that? I'd certainly like to do something you guys want to see. Would you want it to be completely console, so edited on console, or would you be okay with it being edited on PC? Thanks, Trey. It was just a natural thing to do. The map, when you get it, is the all the crops are all ready to harvest and everything like that. So I would like to spend a little bit of time, now I've got those big tractors, getting some air carts and get some planting done. I had thought it'd be nice to see the custom modding when they bring out the case planter, having that going as well. I know it's probably quite small to run on a farm that size, but quite cool to have a fleet of them set up and seeing how they can all go in courseplay. Yeah, I've had to play around with Blender too, Farm Some Guy, and even though I use drawing software and that every day with work, oh gosh, it did my head in. Right, so that's that field expanded, so probably be able to see in here. Can't because it's in cloud. I'll have to get Let's just try this. Request analysis of field 8, and we've extended it. What's that? $12,000. We'll get that done. Get that updated. I'm not sure if it'll reset the liming on it. Hopefully not. Be interesting to see once it comes back whether the pH levels are different on the original part versus the new part. Yeah, that was my thoughts too, Trey. Have 7 or 8 of those things running in one of those big fields. Right. So let's just get back over here now. I've got a little bit more ploughing we need to do over once the trees are all cleared. But we'll go and do that. Go and get those cleared. So the thoughts, let's get one of the other guys. Scott, we'll take you over there. You can drive the truck today. Head over in the truck and then come back and get the loader. I was saying something, I've lost my train of thought for a second. The other thing, I might go through and chip all of those pieces there. Right, mark that. See? Mark at 90 degrees, and we can get loaded from both sides off these 2 stacks. Be cool to get you know, 2 or 3 of the big gear cuts. Stay there. Let's go. That'd be good at, you know, good to have 3 of those the big gear cuts running along behind the 9RXs, or even 5 or 6 of them use the quad tracks as well. Alright, let's see how this goes. So I haven't used this loader before. Grab is familiar to me. This is the one off used on Markra. Those very well. Hopefully they all stay in there. If any of you guys haven't joined the Discord as well, you just type !Discord in the chat. You'll get a link will pop up. Oops, an invite to join the Discord server. If anyone's interested, make sure you do that. We've have our multiplayer sessions once a week. Gonna get that set up later today, whether we have maybe a cotton harvest or a corn harvest this time around. I'm not quite sure which one we're gonna do. You go, Try Life, thank you. Let's see if I can get this. Get next to it and use the pivot on the. Okay. Perfect. Load from this side now. Funny. Perfect segue, Scott. Corn or cotton? Thought it'd be cool, like something like Stone Valley with the big fields on there. Running a whole heap of cotton harvesters, maybe just a couple of trucks with the trailers. I might put an auto load cotton trailer in there. Alright, this load isn't too tidy on the end. I have to put that in there and see how it works out. trailers set up for 8 meter length, and these are all 7.7 meters, I think, from memory. Is what we cut them at last time. In fact, I could probably tell you how I go. No, just anyone on the Discord server tray. Just go over and jump on there, and I have it set up as 10 slots at the moment, so we can have 10 people on at once. I think we had 8 at the peak time last week doing the carrots. It was pretty cool. So always lots going on the map, running around doing things together. And everyone's always swapping out and having a turn on different bits of equipment, so if you run haulage for a while, you'll get a chance to go on the harvesters. And you know, we were doing a silage harvest, and that was pretty cool, and a bit of fun. We jump in the Discord chat and just chat to each other at the same time. On log. Oh, let's pop out. Get in there. Go. Yeah, I was thinking we'd just, for the cotton, I mean the other option would be to use the John Deere, the loose cotton pack, the Brazil cotton pack. Log out of the way. It can be chipped. You use the loose cotton pack, and that would give something more to do. We'd have people baling and all sorts. I'll have a look at that. That's something I'll set up later on and make sure I get the link through to you guys, and plenty of time to download any mods. There certainly won't be many, if any. Tim, how you doing, mate? Welcome. Thanks for joining. Nice to have you here. Hope all is well with you. Nice chatting to you yesterday in Farms and Guys stream. Congrats again, mate, on the business opportunities. I know how much of a buzz it is when something you might have been working for a while comes off. So congrats on that, mate. I would like to say I'm using using Touch Portal at the moment, but I just haven't had the chance to explore it properly for what it can and can't do with the likes of OBS and whatnot. The same time as the stream tray, so this time tomorrow, probably about 20 minutes ago, so we started on the half hour of whatever the time is at the moment. We go for normally a couple of hours. Well, I hang around for a couple of hours, and then if there's still work to do, some of the others normally stay around and just get it finished. One of the guys, Jaggy, he's jumped on, so we didn't get all the carrots harvested last time on the map we were on, so he jumps on and does the carrot harvest and got a lot of that finished, I think. Multiplayer harvest the American way, dump truck or end dump. Yep, well, I was thinking that was what I was planning with the corn. So I put some options into the Discord server for what people wanted to do. One option was the cotton, so doing cotton on Stone Valley I'd suggested. Other option was doing corn harvest on Lone Oak. And then the third one was doing some grass work on the map we've been playing on the last few weeks. Obviously the map's a big yeah, from a download perspective, it's a big download for people, so I don't want to be changing that every week and having a half a gig to download. I know it's probably not a big issue for most people, but some people might be struggling for space and data caps and those kind of things. So. And at the moment we've been keeping it largely to mod hub mods and limiting in the number of mods too. Oh, I'll have to check out the update. It must be in its infancy, is it, Tim? I was looking at sort of some of the community screens, and there certainly wasn't a huge amount available at the moment. Oh, there's our soil sample. Quick look at that. Select the field. Interesting. It hasn't changed anything on there, even though I ploughed it. So I wonder, I might get the scanner out and go and run around it. I know, watching Kedrick's video during the week, when he ploughed up some field that wasn't a defined field, it didn't properly, he couldn't get the that geologist tool to work for him either. He had to go through and scan it all manually. I have to do that. Oh, it's great to hear, mate. Long may it continue growing and get even bigger for you, as long as it doesn't get to it's too big to handle stage. That orange is, talking about the orange on the truck, that is one of the colour mods. I love it. It's an orange satin or something. On some vehicles there's a custom option. It's not one of the default ones. It certainly seems to be making its way onto a lot of different equipment. It's cool. That one. One messy bit out of there. Something else that it, when I was playing around last night, I'll show you in a tick, is the stump grinder over there. See the orange stump grinder? That's off the Black Sheep Modding's lever track loader pack that they released a few weeks ago. The beauty of it is, because the track loader is a wheel loader, it looks like it will attach on any wheel loader. So if you've got a wheel loader and want to do some stump grinding, that thing will go straight on the front of, straight on the front of this one, no problem. And it's cheap, and it works at exactly the same speed as the T-Rex. So basically, if you've got a wheel loader, you can turn any wheel loader into a T-Rex. From what I could tell anyhow. Technology. Drummer, you missed the start of the stream. My game was playing up and I couldn't figure out why, but it's because my wireless controller battery had gone flat. I wasn't prepared to have it charged last night, so it took me about a minute to get that plugged in. Then I hadn't turned it on at the PowerPoint. Thanks, Scott. Yeah, the you can do a lot with using the pivot on a track on one of these loaders. Being able to move things around makes it quite handy. Right. Try and get all of these in one go. One. It's going to take a while to get these all loaded, actually. another 2 loads after this one. We might do 1 load, get it done, and then we might jump over and have a look at that field again and get the scanning done on it. I'll stay there. Bit of a nudge. Oh. Here we go, got greedy, trying to push them all on. Break that off anyway. Right, I'm going to make more of a mess if I try and do that. Nah, it's just on the it's something that the modder, when they've made the trucks, put into the colour selections. So, show you a tray. We'll use that truck as an example. So some of them have these, you know, these orange old, orange metallic, which quite a few use the metallic ones. Obviously just the matte, pretty washed out. And then the one I've used is the satin. It's just got a nice shine to it, but it's still nice and vibrant. And that's in, you know, yellow satin. Pretty cool colours through there. Just has a nice nice shine to the truck, the vehicles. Almost like you get out and polish them. I've said, talking about logging, honestly, a controller, I haven't tried with joysticks, but having a controller just makes things so much easier. Especially if you've grown up, like, you know, grew up playing on console, so people would argue I haven't grown up, but I started playing games on console, so, you know, controller just becomes, from a muscle memory point of view, extension. Oh. I certainly got to agree with you there. Havoc, watching FDR do some of their logging with his dual joystick setup and just the control he has and the finesse is pretty cool. Right, can I get that? Get up and over. Alright, I'm not going to tempt fate. And try and get any more on there. Right, let's go and get this down to the shop. Straps on there. Right. Who's in there already? Scott. Alright, Scott's going to drive us down to the shop. Dirk, sorry mate, I missed you joining there. How are you, mate? Welcome into the stream. Nice to have you here. I hope you're having a good afternoon, evening. Nice Friday. Looking forward to getting into the weekend. Ooh. It was close. Take it easy, take it easy. We don't want to have a crash. I don't have a crane to right the trailer with this time, so it'll be a little bit harder than the last time we tipped it over. Just keep oiling the chain, drummer. Just keep oiling the chain. You'll get there soon. Ignore that speed limit sign, 25 miles. I haven't seen any traffic officers around. It's one thing actually this map doesn't have, I've noticed, is any AI traffic or anything. Is I don't know, nice in some points. Alright, let's go and get these unloaded. Yeah, Saturn's cool. I love it. Right. I was going to actually try. This is the which side does it tip on? Remember the controls. So this is the trailer which tips on the left. Ah. And drive through the trigger. Yeah. I'll do it for these last couple. This is the one you can unfold, tips everything off. Oh, and then I didn't have them in the trigger either. Oh, actually I might be... Oh, get a full load of logs into the sawmill. Oh, look at that, it was too. Okay. Well, that's interesting then. We'll have to think about what we do. Well, I might have to bring them down and try and put them in these holders over here. This I really like the speed that this outputs at. It's not unrealistic. Some global companies, mods and factories would just output at, you know, you dump off a load of logs and it'll all be gone in seconds. But this one's pretty good. But we're getting filled up again with product. Might have to come down and move some of these too, the pallets and cartons. We'll run out of space for storage soon. What are we at? Empty pallets and boards are at 80%, so, and cartons as well. Plenty of room for fence posts and paper. But we might run out of wood chips before then. But anyhow, it's good to know. A full truckload will pretty much top it off. Right, Trey, thanks for joining in. Nice to see you here, bud. Hopefully you'll get on the Discord and we might catch you for some multiplayer fun. Be great if you can join. Always good to have more numbers. Looking forward to having a full lobby. That'll be great fun. Gosh, with my frame rate there. Viking Streaming, good evening. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining. Nice to have you here with us. And Anzac, morning mate. Welcome. Hope you've awoken to a beautiful morning up in the central North Island. And the fellow Kiwi here. Nice to have you, mate. That log loading, that the animations on that factory are amazing. Love it. I'm looking forward to getting to some of the other ones, you know, down to the salt and getting some of the other bits and pieces done. Actually, I should have a look what we needed at the salt, because we might even be able to get some underway. I have a feeling that might have just been water and carton or pallets, so maybe we'll look at getting that done too. But I'll get back over here with the truck. Just think if I can get all of those in one load and just leave them on the back of the trailer. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, great to have a chat to you, mate. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. We'll look forward to catching you next week, or maybe during one of Farm Sim Guys' streams, having a chat to you again. But take care, and we'll see you again soon. Right, we'll just get links to that. Packed up in there, right. Raider 242. We are going to go. Actually, I want the tractor we want. Let's just put it on here for now. It's a bit big, but front 3 point. I'm just gonna go over and scan that other field. See how it goes. I'm doing well, thanks Viking. First morning of our weekend, Saturday morning for me, so. And a week off work coming up too. I'm quite looking forward to. Just bring the mini map up down there. This should, when I turn the scanner on, should show up. There we go. What I haven't sampled. Perfect. This is going to work. Excellent. Just while we're cruising down here, I'm going to bring up the global companies. Salt. We open that up. Water and pellets. So I was wondering what we might do with the pellets. But I might run a load of pellets down there. It only needs 16,000 litres, but we could take a few stacks down and leave them there. Leave some there for next time. I might go down and get some salt going as well. See if there's any neat looking animations on that one. Be good to see. Week off is until July. Ooh, that's a bit of a wait, drummer. I don't know if I'm lucky or not. I'm going on school camp with a group of 10 to 13-year-olds. So 4 days away, being a parent help on that. It'll be fun. The last one I went on was a huge amount of fun. A great bunch of kids. So. Mark, welcome. Great to have you here, bud. Pleased you're able to finally catch up. We'll get here in time for one of the streams. Great to have you here, mate. Nice to see you. Hope you had a good day's work, and hopefully you're all finished now and have a few days for the weekend. Rescan field edge with course play. Ooh, maybe we'll do that in the other field. I'll give that a go. Remind me when we get the other one plowed if I can get all those logs out and stumps ground. We'll try that out in the other field. See if it works. That'd be cool. If courseplay, when you've redefined the field edge, that helps with scanning. I'm also curious now that this has been scanned, whether the data will stay that it'll know for next time. Yeah, Blender Try is a powerful piece of software, but has a very steep learning curve from what I've seen. Like I was saying earlier, even I've used different software packages for architectural design and drawing, and even some of the other ones like 3D Studio Max and Maya and that I play around with those, and they were kind of intuitive to a degree, but some of the bits and pieces in Blender just I couldn't get my head around. Alright, Scott, nice to see you, mate. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day at work, and looking forward to the weekend. Hopefully you're not working tomorrow and you're able to join us on the multiplayer. I'm guessing the fact you asked earlier that you will be there, so that'll be cool. We'll look forward to chatting with you more tomorrow. I don't know if this scanner is actually quicker than doing it with the stop and sample soil sample. I've heard that, Viking. Actually, someone suggested, because I wrote in comment in Kedrick's last video for his precision farming about using this instead of the sampling machine, and someone said you put this on the front, which I think has an 18 meter width. Check that. Yeah, 18 meter width. So if you put that on the front and then have an 18-metre wide spreader on the back, you can basically sample and spread at the same time. So if you can do that on course play, you're kind of getting all of that done with very little input. And if you modded it to be wider, even if it came with an option where you could have a 24, 36 or something to match some of the common spreader widths, spreader sizes, pretty cool. Alright, so if we get this done and then see if we need to put any lime on it, I was hopeful that we'd finished with the interrogator for the season. I've got it all put away last time, but so I might have to probably pull it out and put a little bit of lime on these patches. Nonetheless, it shouldn't take too long. You use the spreader on the back at the same time, Mark. It's funny, people comment about how tedious the sampling is, but I suppose at the end of the day, if it saves you a lot of effort in future with fertilising and that, the payback, if you're looking at it from a realistic point of view, is probably worth the time to invest in doing that scanning. Interesting to see the different nitrogen levels where I've ploughed grass into. You see this bit here down here, it's quite a bit higher. And you could even see like where the landscape section was, all that old driveway and platform on the other piece, you could see the different colour there too. Right, there we go. Yeah, so you can see there is put a bit of lime on there, and we'll put some on the yellow section. Right. The other thing I noticed our farm was missing is a farmhouse. I was eyeing up this piece of grass here in the front and thought maybe we could get a farmhouse put in. That sounds epic. Glass, lime on the back, and cedar fert on follow me. It sounds like a pro setup there. Right. Gonna get that lime put on. I'm quite looking forward to getting the Patriot out and spraying some weeds at some point too. Nice looking sprayer. I remember seeing Welker Farms had one last season on a trial. Like a pretty impressive piece of kit. Internet campfire. Not to offend anyone, is that safe in Oklahoma? Right, are we going to be wide enough to get down here and back in one? Move over. Okay. There we go, it took a while to pick it up. The automatic there. Interestingly enough, it is catching up. Hey, Scorpion. How are you? Where are you? You'd be afternoon, I'm guessing? Midday? On Friday? How are you, bud? Nice to have you here. Nice to see you. Look, I didn't say anything. I'm not making a point. It was just a question. Maybe we could buy that place and finish it off. I was actually looking. I don't know if anyone's seen the mods that have been on Mod Network where you can actually build a house. So you basically buy it and place it, and then it's basically, it looks like a global company type thing. I haven't actually looked at it in detail, but you need to deliver materials to it, and it builds it in stages. Oh, you've had your week off this week, haven't you, with the kids on their spring break? Hope all that went well. Last day, I'm guessing, so back to reality next week. If you're from Oklahoma, you're safe. Yeah, that mod's pretty cool. Like, they had one for an apartment building and things like that. So if you're on a map that you could make a lot of the product you needed for it, it'd be kind of cool to have that as a feature. I downloaded anyhow. I downloaded a few different farmhouses, so we might have to pick one that suits the region. Oh, drifting and interrogator. I've been following your chat in Farm Some Guys Discord, Scorpion and Mark, about that. Seems like a funny little funny issue. Finicky trigger or something like that. I'm not sure, but basically I haven't looked at it in detail, Mark. I did see Clutch did it with an apartment building, but let's just have a quick look. Not sure where it comes under. I haven't even looked in here. Yeah, all these different houses I downloaded. Modern ones, farmhouse, black, white, red house, wood house, lone oak house, millennial farmer. Other options there. No, they're not in there. Modern decorative house. No, not sure where they might be under here. More houses. No, I can't find them. Perhaps I didn't actually install them in the end. I thought I had. At least it's these ones here. Just click one of these. No, that's actually a farmhouse. No, I can't put one on either because we already have one. That's a shame. I'm assuming because it's got a sleep trigger in it. Right. A little bit more lime in here. Won't fill it up because we won't need it full for the next one. Like, I'm here to keep everyone happy, drummer. I don't want to cause any offence. If I'm putting any flag up, I'll be finding a New Zealand one to have flying somewhere proudly. Alright, let's leave that there now. And decide, what should we do? Right, where's my other 8RX? Oh, they're on the plough, right. Right in front of me, couldn't even see it. Right, we're going to get that field planted now, get some more corn put in. Alright, and Zach, I'll find one. I know that Kaz has made one of those as well. I'll get one found and we'll put a New Zealand flag up next time. Right, let's go and get some corn planted over the road here. Get this topped up, the liquid fertiliser silo there. There, and then we'll go put some seed in it down the end here as well. Lid's taken off. Right. I'll change it to cotton. We don't want corn. Sorry, we don't want to be putting more sugar beets in than we need to. Close. Just about got under the trigger. All right, there we go. Those closed up again, and let's go planting. Get that all unfolded. Then we'll get the GPS set up. Seasons menu. Alright, I won't make the fatal mistake I made last time, which was having the width set incorrectly. Got that right. Right, let's go. Why is that moving over a little bit? It's alright. A little bit of an overlap, but won't worry about it. Hey Gen Z, how are you mate? Welcome. Hope you are well. Coming in all the way from South Africa. Nice to have you here, mate. When I was younger, Anzac, that was something I actually thought it'd be kind of cool to do, would be to go over and work on a farm over there for a year or something to harvest spring, summer season over in America. don't know, just things seemed a bit harder to organise back then, you know. I guess with the internet and all that sort of thing nowadays, it's pretty easy to jump online and find out what opportunities there might be to go and do something like that. Well, small map, it's a 4 times, small fields. This is actually our biggest one, so probably could have used a DB90 on this one. Alright, drummer, you go back to work, keep working hard, butter your wife up with gifts, and we'll see you on the PC world soon. Oh, it's great to have you here, Denzi. See you there soon. Interesting little patch there. Obviously didn't need fertilizer. Why that might have been the end of where we'd ploughed up to the field. Possibly be why. Where's this track? I don't think we'll run down that one, we'll just manually drive. Morning, John. How are you, mate? Nice to see you. Midday for you, I think it is. We have to have a chat later about sorting out what we're going to do. I think earlier discussions we have settled on a cotton harvest for this for tomorrow's multiplayer. So I'm thinking we might drag out Stone Valley by Lancey Boy and give that a go. Nice big square fields would be pretty cool to have as many cotton harvesters in there as we have players all running together. The auto fertilizer function, I think that is just a amazing part of precision farming. Always struggled if non-seasons, you know, fertilizing a field 3 times just didn't feel right. Oh, did I forget to lime this section? I did, right. We want to maximise everything, we better get some lime in there. There's John. I even gave you some food, John. Topped up your food bowl. I think we'll keep lone oak. I think lone oak would be nice for a corn harvest or doing something again back in combines like we did the first time around. Fusion! Hey mate, how you doing? You jumped on just as you jumped into the Terrogator. Perfect timing. So you should be. So you should be. I gave you plenty of warning. I set the stream up last night. You would have got a notification telling you. Set a reminder. Don't forget about Argsy. But in seriousness, mate, it's just nice to have you here. Pleased you're able to join for a bit. You've probably been deep in the Yukon Valley where internet coverage is just not as good as it should be. Oh, you're still lurking behind Farm Sim Guy. Alright, there we go. That's that bit done. Finishing work as quickly as you can so you can get to the Yukon. Oh, nice. I'll be looking forward to that when it comes out. Is that on Eureka Fusion? Part of your anti-survival challenge? Well, I think... Oh, it's got to be in that. That did do that. Right. Oh, of course I can't do that. That way. Right. Raider's already over here, Fusion, so we'll carry on having him run this. I'll find something for you to do. So next we're going to go for a drive. We're going to take the trailer and water tanker down to the salt factory. We're going to get the salt mine up and running. What are you talking about harvesting, Gen Z? Is that like a cereal crop? I know some places where crops don't dry out enough, they'll basically mow them and windrow them first with a big swather and then run along with combine behind, which just picks up the swath. I think the idea is to take the moisture out of it, allow it to dry out rather than still getting moisture through the roots. Is that right? Cool, mate. I'll make sure I go and check it out. And for everyone else in here who's listening, go take a peek at Fusion Simulation's latest video. He's doing a series on Eureka Farms, basically an anti-survival series where size matters and earning money the hard way doesn't. And then once my stream's finished and you've watched Fusion's video, keep an eye on Twitch. If you don't follow the Farm Sim guy on Twitch, go and find him. And I have a strong feeling that he might be going live on Twitch later tonight. Later today. Possibly with some work up in the Yukon Valley in a multiplayer mining map. If I'm not mistaken. Sorry, just chatting. One of the boys has woken up. Having to be a mean dad and say we're not to use the internet. Oh, 1 damage, right. Thanks for sharing that, John. Yeah, this is Fusion's Fusion's channel, so make sure you go give him a check him out. That makes sense to get the crops on the ground, and I know how hard it can be to harvest, and how much wind damage can make things difficult for farmers. So if you got any videos, because I know your channel, again we'll talk about someone else's channel here, Gen Z, your channel has a has some real life farming on it as well as the farm sims content. So have you got any of that type of content on there yet? You're not wrong, Mighty Mike. There is too much out there. We were talking about it on Discord, and you know, how many videos that got a backlog of trying to go and watch and just keep up with everyone. You know, I used to solely watch the likes of Daggerwin and, you know, the big guys. Every day would be my routine to be watching Daggerwin, but finding some of these other guys, I'd rather watch their work and see what they're doing, just because, you know, through Discord and through different bits and pieces we've built a nice relationship, nice friendship, and yeah, it's nice to see what other people are doing. There might be a bit of insider knowledge, Mark. He was going to stream last night, I believe, on Twitch, but got engrossed in some setup for a Yukon server. So I think, I have a gut feeling he might be live on Twitch later. Let's do a little bit of work in cab. Cool, man, I'll go and check it out. 2020 harvest video. Cool to see. Go and have a look to see how you do things in South Africa. Tell you what, you look at these screens in here, it's almost like having some dashboard. There we go, confirmation from the man himself. Twitch TV / the Farm Sim Guy 1, and the number 1, not the word 1, I believe is his channel. Some cheeky person created the Farm Sim Guy Twitch name only a couple of months ago. Rumour has it was me. I can neither confirm nor deny, but I will deny it wasn't me. But yeah, obviously someone doing it is. Probably trying to leverage off a little bit of fame and knowledge. I think I did say it's a DB30. Can't remember if it... Which one is it? 30 or 60? It might be the 60, I think. I think I did say 30, but which one do we own? DB60, DB90, what do we own? Oh, there. It does show up as one. Yeah, DB60. Whoops. Sorry, state of Oklahoma. Watch out for tractors. The irony of a watch out for tractors sign getting hit by a tractor. Oh dear. Yeah, so DB60, that was my mistake. I did have the DB90 earlier, but I replaced it because I felt it was a bit big for most of the fields. It would have been fine in this one. Yes, the irony of it all. You know what, Polar Bear? I think you'll find that the server might have the auto clean or easy clean mod installed. So, so equipment will be staying nice and clean in that one. You know, I've backed myself into a corner, then I can't ever have dirty machinery now. Zany Plays, welcome mate. Thanks for joining the stream, hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever in the world you're coming to us from. Morning for me, I'm just seeing the sun is up. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. I was saying to some of the guys earlier, I'm off to our local regional field days today. So it's a 3-day event. It's Saturdays normally when all the townies go. Thursday, Friday the farmers go. But basically all the local, well, you know, suppliers, what sort of things? Tractor sales, machinery equipment sales, anything farm related. They just basically have a big field days. It's the second biggest one we have in New Zealand. So we're off there later with the family just for a look around. They normally have good food, which is the main reason we go. But yeah, that's looking like a beautiful day today to go and check that out. So if I remember, I'll take a few photos and might post them up on Discord, and so you guys can see what it's all about. I'm sure you have the same things. Might just be called slightly different names in different parts of the world. What are you working on, Zany? Seems to be a theme, is the modding and cussing. And then the euphoria when something actually goes right. That early riser, the Case IH early riser looks great. Yeah, okay, it's going to be good when it finally gets here. The other one is JHHG, who is responsible for this DB60. He's also working on one of the 12-row folding planters, similar to the one I'm using on No Creek Farm. So I might, if I think last update I saw that was almost ready to go to Giants for testing, so that'll be another fantastic addition. And if it does come out, I might sneakily replace the one I've got on No Creek Farms with the newer one. See how it goes. I think they're planning on having them Anzac. I certainly, I'd expect they'd want to have them after not having them last year. I think sort of a month ago with level 2 restrictions and that we had here in the country, there was a little bit of nerves in our area around whether the Central District's field days would go ahead or not. But fortunately everything's sorted out. 215 track Case IH, nice. Cool man, look forward to seeing that when it's done. Smitty, how are you mate? Welcome to the stream. What's the best, I'm assuming you're asking, crop to grow? Oh, that all depends on what you want to do. So we've got, in the farm, we have corn in these two fields, 8 and 63. We've got some sugar beets in 64 and will be in 62, and soybeans in 60, and then wheat in 58 and 59. And the reason for that is because of all the factories and production plants that are on this map, and I'm trying to target product that we can do for that. And also for our pigs, when we get some pigs. So everything's all related to what we want to do on the map. But if you're just wanting to play for making money, soybean seems to be a popular one for making a lot of money. Corn, really high yield. If you're playing on PC and you add the straw me mod, you can bale up corn stalks and soybean straw, and they bring in a tidy profit too. But all depends on what you're wanting to grow, what reasons. You know, potatoes and sugar beets can earn a decent amount of money, but they're a lot of work to get done, so a lot of labour, a lot of time. How many acres is this field? It's 55 acres total area, so probably with a bit of grass around, we're probably looking at about a 40-acre field. And nice to see you, Peyton. Just snuck into the stream there. Just asked a question on the field size, and I hadn't had a chance to say hello. Not at the moment, Zany. I think we're pretty good for mods at the moment. Thanks, mate. It's normally a pretty placid bunch in here, so we haven't even had to do something. I think last week I had to time out. We got a spam. Someone came in and just spammed Y for my first time. It was a little bit of a milestone for my streaming life. It's only the 5th live stream we've done. But to be fair, and even moderator for Farm Sim gone, his YouTube and Twitch, and it's very infrequent that we need to do anything to keep people online. It's pretty Farm Sim's a pretty laid back bunch. So what do you use? Cotton squat? And are you talking about in Farm Sim you're a cotton farmer, or in real life you're a cotton farmer? I'm intrigued. Yeah. Or any of those, Silver News, DJ, Clutch. Sunday live streams. Yeah, I suppose Friday afternoon and Friday evening for a lot of you guys isn't the wild times. Yeah. The K equipment creators. K equipment manufacturers. Oh, what are we out of? Fertilizer. Yeah, it's I mean, it's all AI done, so I can understand why, but a little bit of context for that kind of thing. It shouldn't be so hard for those guys to get the VODs and issues I've had resolved. But, at the end of the day, I assume they'd rather come down heavy on an innocent word than get caught out with a slur that should have been picked up and was ignored. That's right, you are in the finance. Of course, I knew that. You and Scott both. Okay, so back to my original question then. What do you use for cotton? Do you use the Brazil, the loose ones, or is there something else you've found? Well, my stream doesn't move fast enough to miss anything really. It's pretty easy to scan across the 12 or so chats I can see at one time. Right. I'm gonna try and get this under the trigger a little bit better. And get it right. Oh, it's looking good. Looking good. Oh, there we go. That's a flexi hose on the end, it would have gone in easy. Interesting animation, it's filled it up that tank quicker than the other one. That's quite cool. Wonder if I'd put it on the other side, whether it would have filled the other one up quicker. While I'm here, just back up. I'm going to swap drivers Fusion. I'm going to put you to work. So it actually spells it like it's meant to be. It's interesting. Right. Okay. Fusion, let's go and get some corn planted. Your mega harvesting equipment. Remember you're talking about that now? I agree, Mark, but at the end of the day, these big companies can't afford to get caught up in any of those debates or issues. Still unfolding. Yeah. Go and eat something then, John. Easy fix. Polar Bear, nice to have you here, mate. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with us. Hope you've enjoyed the stream. And make sure if you haven't already and you've enjoyed it enough to give it a like before you leave. And if you want to join the Discord, if you're not already in there, I can't remember if you have or not, ! Discord will bring up a link to that in chat. So if you're on PC and want to join in on the multiplayer sessions we have tomorrow, 24 hours, or what would we be now, 22 and a half hours from now, jump on there and we'll be able to share the password and the mods get shared in that way. I have seen it, Mark. I haven't looked at it in detail and I haven't watched any of the reviews of it. Correct me if I'm wrong, you buy a plot from the map and then you can raise the landscape up and basically build land. I think from what I've seen that's the concept of it. I like the idea. I mean, it's just something, again, something different and unique. What I'm most impressed about is, you know, obviously Kaz has been around making maps for a long time with his, you know, Wild West, Land Down Under, Almost a Farm, some of those ones. He's been making maps for a long time and he's got quite a following. Just nice to be able to see him doing some console stuff and getting that through with relative ease by the looks of things. I think he had some issues with the first one. I remember seeing him in the Farm Sim News chatting when they had Chucky from Giants in there with Clutch and DJ, and he was a bit confused about why he couldn't get his map approved, but it seems to have been resolved and he's got the next couple through pretty quick, so. I think they'll love their day was the correct term. Scorp. Bribery with fast food though. Volcano god. It's a good analogy. Second one should have worked, John. Is it not? Here we go. Just takes a minute for the bot to catch up. suppose the difference, if you grow the land or raise the land, it'll just be land, whereas you know, there's no trees to cut down. Well, there is on the starting island, I think there's some trees to cut down. So curious as to how you'd, I guess the idea is, instead of you start with a plot or an island, so you can make some money off that island, and as you get more money you can get more land, and instead of buying a plot of land you actually have to create the land. Nice. Dad's van's going, let's go get burgers. Single exclamation mark, John. The second one that you posted. There's a whole lot of other commands I can set up with, those are the only ones I've got at the moment is the Discord one, and there's the message that's on a timer that just gets posted every 15 minutes or whatever it is, just to remind you to like and subscribe if you don't already. On our roll heading towards 2k subs, which is pretty exciting. Would never expected that, and rolling on to our 1 year anniversary. 14th of April was our first video. One time Scorp, so just a regular map. As I believe, correct me if I'm wrong Mark, I believe it is a console map as well. I haven't actually looked, I'm making a broad generalisation there, I'm just trying to remember whether CLP did a tour of it or not yesterday. But I'm pretty sure it's one times. Put it on a second headlamp pass on this end, or use some of that field to turn in. Alright, so this is going to be a big harvest of this corn in this field. Be good fun when we get there. I'm actually, alright John. Thanks for stopping in anyhow mate. Nice to see you, and I'll chat to you later about getting things sorted out for tomorrow. Hopefully you are all good to come for that and hang out for a while. You're not going to have to abandon us with a tractor in the middle of the road like you did last time. Tell you what, the guys had a good laugh at that. Our multiplayer session last week, John, Land of Aviation, was driving along, running a trailer down to the sell point, and he's like, right, gotta go guys. And one of the fellas comes around the corner in another tractor and trailer, and it's sitting right in the middle of the road. Yep, I'll have a look mate, once we're done here. I'll jump in Discord and catch up on a few things, and I'll have a look at what it is. Cool bud, we will see you then. So yeah, just thinking about progress. I think we're going to be able to skip through growth on these crops pretty quick, because we shouldn't need to apply any more fertilizer really with precision farming. It's pretty much should be all we're taken care of, and we will have to spray. We've got weeds turned on. I've seen a few weeds popping up in some of the fields we planted last time already. A few weeds over there in the wheat fields. So, and I really want to use the Patriot, so I'm not complaining about that. But other than getting that done, and possibly some grass work in these 2.5 bits of land we've got there, maybe some baling or something like that, there's not actually a huge amount to do between planting and harvest season, so we might jump from you know, in a couple of streams. It might not be very long till we're into harvest. Would be cool. Be able to get those beautiful John Deere S700s I think I have. I can't remember, this is 7s or 6s. 6 series. Let's have a quick squiz in the garage. Yes, 790s, there we go, they're the big boys. Be looking forward to getting those out. I think I had oh yeah, the Macdon draper headers as well. Just something a bit different. This is the one field I do regret not having the DB90. It would have been nice to get it done a little bit faster. We are on row number 7 of, and we're working back towards the start. So done 1, a 0, and 7. So we've only got 5 or 6 to go. Doing a live stream of Red Dead Redemption 2 with my buddy. It was dark, we were riding full out. He came up on a deep ravine and I didn't know. And crashed into him, flew down in the ravine and died. I've been getting crap for that for a while. Oh, it's moments like that which make live streaming. Feel it's much the same as crashing a tractor into a tractor warning sign. Right, so we're nudging up on getting close to 2 hours streaming. So, don't know how much more we're going to get other than this. I'd really like to get down to the salt factory, get that started. Time's flying by. It's taken a lot longer than I thought to get this done. Although, I mean, what have we done? We've got this field increased in size, got it ploughed, got it scanned, got lime put on it. We're going to get it planted. We've taken a load of trees down to, or a load of logs down to the sawmill. So we're not running out of things to do. We are running through the things that we need to get done, I should say. We might have to have a stream of logistics in between planting and harvest, where we get some of those plants up and running. I was going to buy some pigs today too, and I'm going to run out of time to get that done. I don't know, any of you who have joined more recently in the stream, we were talking earlier, looking at doing a console series on YouTube, purely on PlayStation, obviously applicable to Xbox as well, but just doing that instead of something a bit different, and just to appeal to the console players. So I'm looking for ideas, any suggestions you might have on what you'd like to see in a series that was made on console, whether it's a start from scratch let's play or a large farm, or something else. You know, I had thought about doing something where I just run contracts and set up as a contractor, maybe with a plan to buy some land, or maybe I'll take on a farm that's deep in debt and try and get it out of debt. I think CLP did a series like that a wee while ago in Greenwich Valley, I think it was. So a few ideas there, but yeah, I thought it'd be kind of cool to do a console based one. So I might put a post up in the community Discord, and if anyone's got any suggestions, they can be added into there. Ooh. Faraway fusion. The sugar beet damnation. What is the sugar beet damnation? You just want to see someone harvesting sugar beet? I don't know whether you're being serious or taking the piss there, Fusion. Ah. It's a map. Is it a PC one though, Mark? Is that the one that's just basically just one big field of sugar beet? $100,000 hectares of sugar beet. I could think of nothing less appealing than doing 100,000 hectares of sugar beet. Unfortunately, it's not available on console, so I won't be able to do that. Yeah, I think I'd seen Snake Man post about that in Farm Sim Guys chat. Is that the one Silver News drove across? Spent about 10 minutes in a pickup doing about 70 miles an hour driving across it. Yeah, I think that's the one I've seen. I suppose you want to see it in a live stream done with just in-game mods as well, Mark. Non-stop live stream. You guys are evil. Evil. Even with your modded mod, Scorpion, it'd take an eternity. So it must have been closer to 20 minutes then for him to drive across it, I think. 32 kilometers is 20 miles. You drive across at 60 miles an hour is going to take you 20 minutes. Or at 100 kilometers an hour is going to take you close to 20 minutes. Like even just the West Australia map, the smallest field there, it was going to take 12 hours for one combine to harvest it. Even with the 3 combines, I think it's, 3 or 4 hours to do. Yeah, as a proper farm multiplayer, they could increase the cap in multiplayer from 16. Imagine if you could have 32 players on there. You have 5 farms with 5 or 6 players on each. And that's got some potential. And I think, you know, where the frame rate issues are and that with too much equipment and lag and all that, because everything would be so spread out, there'd be no need to render anything that distant. The only way you'd know there'd be someone doing something on the other end of the farm, other end of the map, is because their icons on the mini-map. You know, the Yukon Valley server I've been fiddling with Farm Sim Guy and some of the others, Fusion, is in there. You know, the latest version, the lag doesn't seem as bad as it was. We've got some pretty big mods and pretty big equipment in there. But again, if someone was working on the other side of a 16 times map, you'd have no idea, except for the fact there's a marker there or a truck turns up because they sent one off on an auto drive route. Alright, just about done the corn. Fantastic. Which leaves just 62 to harvest. To plant, harvest. 62 to plant. Start from scratch almost is. I have looked at doing something on one of Kaz's maps. And to be honest, I have looked at that, so that's an option. I was even looking at doing a contract series on Bucks County. Bucks County. Having a couple of basic bits of equipment, running seasons, precision farming, own a little bit of land. You're not wrong, Mark. Certainly is a lot more optimization coming in with some of them. So new, start from scratch game mode. Ah, that's a good idea. Done. So start off with what do you get? 1.25 million? Get to an island, yeah, maybe. Island's got some merit too. Something a bit different. Stranded deep style. Dropped off in a C-130 with a gator. Right, how are we doing time-wise? Oh, what I might do, I'm not going to have time to go and get everything loaded up over at the, get some pallets loaded up, but I might go and get the truck and we'll quickly run down, take a tank load of water down to the salt mine, show you guys that, and then I think we'll get that ready for next time to get some salt production started. Alright, who's over in the truck? There we go. Big log trailer there. Scott, I'm going to get the tanker. Oh, I'll give it some more thought, and maybe we'll put some ideas up on Discord and see what people think, what they'd like to see. Alright, we tank it around the corner here. Looking forward to getting that step deck trailer out too once we get into doing the herbicide. Probably not really that necessary when we're so close to the farm. Oh, attached and detached. It's got some merit, fellas. I like the way you're thinking. Right, now I'm not going to spend forever trying to figure this out. We'll get the lids open, which kind of makes sense. Let's start filling in. There we go. Alright, where is the salt? Salt's down this one over here next to 86. We'll run down that road, hang a left. Is that the salt mine? I think that's actually the salt there, just down the road. It's easy. Go do that. Go get this dropped off at the salt mine, have a look around there. And then I think we'll park things up and think about what we're going to do next time. Some dirty tyre tracks this truck leaves on this dirt. Harold, hey bud, how you doing? Nice to see you, just stopping in right at the very end of the stream. Thanks for joining, mate. You got FS16. It's always fun sometimes to go back and just have a play on where games were and see how much they've developed. You know, back when they came out, they would have been fantastic. Been the greatest game out at the time. Best it could be, but you end up getting caught comparing it to what's available now. Always hard. Alright. There we go, here's the salt mine. That looks like our dump truck down there too. We'll have to go down and have a look at that. Certainly don't want to miss your turn and go straight off the edge of the map. Didn't notice that before. Look at it from down low, it doesn't look quite so intimidating. Right, where do we put the water here? It's like straight ahead. Get turned around. Old salt merchants. It's like a salty dog if ever I've seen one. Oh. Oh. Powerful truck. Back right up to the pump. Yeah, still in the truck there. Right. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Build the water up. Very nice. While that unloads, we're just going to have a quick look around. There's the old... Oh, we've got an old salty dog. That's pretty cool. I'm assuming this is where our pallets get put, and our product will come out. Yeah, empty pallets, there we go. Pallets go in there. And our salt must come out in front of here. Let's just go have a quick look in the mine. Can we get in there? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, even if you only catch a minute or 5 minutes, I think Harold, it's nice that you are able to stop in and say hi. Hey Grizz, how you doing, mate? Likewise, you just here for the end. That'd be great to hear from you, mate. Hope all is well with you. It's probably not meant to be down there. Look at that. Can pick it up. I had super strength on. Nice of the map make the truck orange and keeping with the artsy thing. Bulldozer, right. Get back up out of here. Retro series. Haven't thought about that a great deal. In some regards, my No Creek Farms has been a bit of a retro series and some of the stuff I've been using. Look. This only takes 16,000 litres. It does too. Right. We'll head back to the farm. Yeah. I have thought about it. Console wouldn't be the best for that, obviously, with the limited amount of options. There's certainly a lot more retro stuff on PC. That might be something to do there. Yeah, damn work gets in the way of everything, doesn't it, Grizz? Oh, mate, welcome. Thanks, bud. Nice of you to join. Great to have you here, mate. Thanks for that. We'll get you all set up and have another worker for next week. Oh, too excited. I'm going to tip the truck over. The AG team. Yep, you're one of them now. Ah, okay. I don't have any. Yes, I have actually. I have thought about doing it. I've actually thought about doing a mobile version too. Just a little few videos on that. I've got both 18 and 20 on my device, so I had thought about doing that. So yeah, so Grizz will get you in as part of the workforce on the map. I want to go pick a couple of pallets up. We're going to do it really quickly. If you want to see dodgy photos of Danny DeVito, that's where you need to go. So the silos on this map are individual. So while we drive along here, I'll show you. The silos are for crops. There's a root crop. So I've got a soybean, wheat, and I can't remember what the other one is. Not triggering. Soybean. I can't get right into them, but there's 3 silos on there, which are specifically for different crop. And if you look around other areas of the maps, there's one down here which is farm silo. And say what that one is. This one over here, maize and oats. Just a farm silo. 2 down here, wheat, barley. So you can only put that crop into it. Which is kind of a cool little feature. Thanks, Harold. Yeah, No Creeks has been a lot of fun to make. I've really enjoyed that series. Sort of feel like it's finally getting to the point where the farm's making some real coin and we're able to get things growing. Get things added in, which is cool. Quite excited. Right, I'm just going to pick up 2 or 3 pallets. I really should be being done, but right. Sides opened up. Here we go. Jump on the little forklift. Oh, thanks, Grizz. It's certainly been popular. You know, from just looking at my stats and viewer numbers and that, it's certainly been a channel that a lot of people, series a lot of people come back and keep watching. So from that point of view, oh, that's not a full pallet. Oh, that's right. I'll pick them both up. Only just. I wouldn't want to have done that with a full pallet. Yeah, and No Creeks has been a lot of fun to make. And obviously been a bit of progression for me too with, adding the microphone and starting to talk and trying some different things out. So, slide forward. Still not sliding forward. Just have to push them in, I think. Get out of there without dragging them with us. Forward. I mean, your farm building bids are cool. I'm looking forward to if you do what you're thinking about doing on No Creek. That'll be cool. I'd love to see what you can come up with on that. Did I just say No Creek? I meant No Man Land. I think you were trying to lift some pretty big product up in that way, weren't you? It's, one thing I've noticed, it's very hard to get things off because of the front wheel drive. Need to be a little bit pushy with it. Right, grab one more. Yeah, single player and multiplayer too for lag and performance. What sort of ping are you getting on that Yukon server? I wonder if I turn off the interactive triggers, whether the trigger markers, whether I'll get rid of those bump. Seems to be that the triggers have a not quite aligned with the ground. Come on, almost. Oh, not No Man's Land, but you're doing something different? Cool, man. I'm looking forward to it. Pleased to hear you're excited about it too, because that's the key thing. You got to make sure you're enjoying it. So if it's something you're excited about, then you're going to have fun making it. Right. Let's get those quickly strapped on. Oh, that's right, the straps don't seem to go over. They did on some things, but not everything. Attach that, get those closed. Let's get out of here. Well, it's worse with a book. Cool, man. Oh, that'll be neat. Yeah, like I say, I'm really looking forward to seeing what you come up with. Oops. Stop reading chat and trying to drive a truck at the same time. I'm mindful of the time, and I do need to get this done. And then get done. Do you earn more in FS16 though, Harold? Does that make it offset things being more expensive? Around 80, yeah. So that could be a bit of an issue. Ping makes it a bit harder to do things. Some guy was talking about moving it to East Coast, the US East Coast, just to make my ping a little bit better anyhow, because I'm about 160, 170 on the Yukon. On and off, okay. Oh, getting on and off the pallets, yeah. It's a bit hit and miss. It's just the physics with anything though, seem to be much the same. Ooh, just about sent that too hard. Oh, hopefully now that it's almost all set up, we might be able to get going a little bit smoother. Right. See if these will auto load off. Auto unload. Wrap everything, get it all opened up. Back into the trigger. Yep, there they go. Slowly populating. Oh, do they not take as many either? Ah, only 8,000 for that. Alright, let's go check out the salty dog. Where was the oh, there we go. Oh no, it will take more. It must just not be quite on the trigger for those ones. There we go, that's on. So we're making some salt. Let's just very quickly speed up time. There we go. Get our first pallet of salt out. Awesome. Alright, well that's another thing done and dusted. I'll get this run back down to the farm, but I think I better call it quits there. A lot of fun today, got a lot more done again. I'm ping about 110 on Yukon. It's interesting. I would have thought you'd be much better. Perhaps he has moved it then. I'll have to suss it out. But yeah, lots done. Nice to get the salt mine up and running. Get some more logs sold. Try and get the rest of the planting finished off. Trey, you're back and I'm going. Thanks for stopping back in, mate. Sorry, I have to make that do for me. Family's all up and about, so and it's just a good point to finish. We've got some planting finished. We've got the salt mine up and running. We're getting some salt produced over there. So anyhow, thanks everyone for watching. Grizz, thanks for joining the channel. Really appreciate that, mate. Great to have you here. And like I said, we'll get you into the workforce for next week. And hope you all have a great weekend. If you're not already on the Discord, exclamation mark Discord, join the server. If you can make it to one of the multiplayer sessions, that'd be great. Love to have you there. Cotton harvest on Stone Valleys that go for tomorrow. So yeah, if you make it, that'd be great. But that's all for me. I will catch you in the next one.